What's up, everybody? Hey, Mike Hambright here with FlipNerd. Welcome back to the show. Hey, today I want to talk to you about why balance is bullshit, right? We kind of look at people and we assume that life is great and life is grand, and we expect that for ourselves. We put that burden on ourselves that everything should just be kind of smooth sailing and easy, and it's bullcrap, and that's what I want to talk about today. Welcome to Real Estate Investing Secrets. We're all looking for freedom and the opportunity to live better, more fulfilling lives. But most of us were trained our entire lives to work for someone else and chase their dreams. How can we use real estate investing as a vehicle to achieve financial freedom? My life is dedicated to answering your real estate investing questions and helping you build an investing business that allows you to change your life and the world around you, and to enable you to turn your dreams of financial freedom into a reality. My name is Mike Hambright from FlipNerd.com, and your questions get answered here on the Real Estate Investing Secrets Show. What's up, everybody? Hey, I want to talk today about some things that have been on my mind, which is really around balance in your life. And I'll kind of start off by saying, if I had to give this a title here, I would say balance is bullshit. And I'd love to have your kind of feedback on what you think about this as well. So some things that I've been kind of personally struggling with, or I see other people struggling with, and I've been thinking about it a lot lately, truthfully, because I've been out of balance, which is what's caused some of the issues that I'm having right now. And I think there's this kind of myth out there that things are perfect or should be perfect, or, you know, a lot of movies that we watch, if you don't know, there's other people that have talked about this topic before, about how most successful movies have this kind of common structure, right, where everything works out or it doesn't, but it's kind of just flows, right? And our personal lives don't really work that way. And of course, you know, we're not, our personal lives are not being orchestrated by a director, right? Necessarily, we're the director, but we're all kind of novices in our own lives. And so, anyway, what I wanted to talk about is that I think being out of balance is what makes us stronger. What makes us stronger people, stronger humans, better parents, better fathers, better business people, better mothers, all those things, right? And so, you know, sometimes, and I do a lot of stuff on social media. I do obviously a crap load of content on FlipNerd, and I have a lot of other friends that do too. And a lot of these people in the industry that you may follow are friends of mine, right? And we've gotten to know a lot of them personally, and they've gotten to know me personally. And I think, you know, when you get to know people a little more real, I'm not saying anybody is misleading anyone, but we tend to get on social media and talk about what's working well, things are great, things are awesome, I just did this big deal, things like that, right? And we don't talk so much about the negative side. And I think actually there's a little bit of an evolution going on there where people are sharing more of that. Maybe that's part of what I'm talking about today. But if you think about how things get stronger in life, if you go to the gym and you work out, I mean, you're tearing your muscles and stuff and reshaping them and making them stronger, right? If you get cut or you get an accident or something happens, you get scar tissue and it makes that area stronger. It doesn't mean that it looks prettier necessarily, right? There might be some scars there, but that part of your body is now stronger, more resilient probably to future damages, right? And so our personal life is like that. So anyway, my example right now is I feel like I have a bunch of stuff kind of falling through the cracks, really more on the personal side of my life than the business side, but probably because I've taken on so much on the business side. I'm kind of a glutton for punishment that way. But anyway, just kind of been feeling the past couple days that there's some things that are falling down, and reflecting on how to get better at that. And that's kind of where this topic came up, is like, if you have absolute balance, you're not gaining that scar tissue. You're not gaining those tears that make you stronger, right? You're just kind of there. And you're not more resilient when something bad does happen. And so I think kind of going back and forth in this pendulum, and constantly being out of balance, but looking to go back to balance and moving back and forth, is what makes us stronger. And I'm hopeful for that, because I've been out of balance for a while, and I'm anxious to kind of start moving back the other way or get in balance. And part of it is I was just gone on a trip for over a month. I'm actually going on another trip, vacation next week. And then I have Investor Fuel shortly after that, where I'll be gone for about 10 days. And so, you know, sometimes people see that on social media, they see things like that, and wow, you get to travel, you get to do all these things. And it is true, but I'll tell you, stuff falls through the cracks when that happens. And I will say that the goal really is to not get too far out of balance, right? And so whenever we do travel a lot, I'm not saying these things to brag, I'm telling you that it's not all the land of milk and honey when you see things on social media. Even with me, I'm not trying to lie, I am doing these things, right? But when I go on a vacation or a trip, a lot of the stuff is business travel, and I'm gone for a week or two, it doesn't really throw me out of balance that far. A little bit, right? But I can recover from it. When I was gone for over a month, and we were bouncing all over the place, which made things even more complicated, I'm much further out of balance than I should be, and that's what's causing the pendulum swing back the other way, and trying to find that balance again. But you can't stay at balance. It's a constant struggle, right? Like to get to balance is a journey. It's a journey of constantly being out of balance, and that's okay. That's okay. That's what I'm here to tell you, is that it's okay. Things are going to seem crazy sometimes, but that's what makes us stronger. Those experiences, that discomfort, whatever it is. Just don't get too far out of balance where you can't come back, right? If you think of this pendulum that's swinging back and forth, if you go upside down, well, that's not good, right? So we have to prepare for that. One of the other things that has really been on my mind in this regard is that I've noticed this about myself, and it's something, getting a little personal here, that I don't like about myself, or what I allow to happen. And that is that, and I know other entrepreneurs struggle from this as well, is that we say we're doing these things for our family, or we're working hard to, do things for our family. That's our why, is my family. Everything is for my family. I do believe that. But I also have this weird thing where sometimes I will allow my family, or my health, right? Things that should be the most important to me, my health, my family, to take a backstage pass to all the other stuff that I have going on, right? So I'll address other issues in my business first, and not just when I'm out of balance, but in the course of normal things. I'll give you a couple of examples. I'm in a lot of circles of successful entrepreneurs, of course, in our mastermind Investor Fuel, or people that I coach and mentor, advise, just a bunch of personal friends. It's very common for us to talk about, we're following EOS. We have a level 10 meeting. In fact, I have a level 10 meeting with my team this morning. And we have scorecards. We're looking at P&Ls. Like, we're managing our business through scorecards and reports and processes and stuff. But I never do that with my personal life. Like, why don't I have a scorecard for my personal life? I've actually tried it a couple times and gave up kind of quickly, and been like, everything's fine, right? But the things that are the most important, right, that could be on that scorecard: how am I doing as a husband? How am I doing as a father? How am I doing on my health? How am I doing on this and that? Things that are much more important than my business or our businesses. Why aren't we keeping scorecards for that, right? And so I'm kind of committed at this point to get back to that, because like I said, I'm out of balance, and I'm more out of balance in some personal areas. I don't want to give you guys start any rumors. I don't have any health issues or anything like that, but I certainly could focus more on my health. There's no doubt. And my family, I've been thinking about it a lot, because I have a son that's turning 12 next week, and it's just like, man, time is going by so fast, and I tend to, if I could go back in time, which I can't, I would do things differently. I would spend more time I spend a lot of time with my family, but sometimes it's not focused time. I'm there, but I'm not present, right? And so, anyway, just wanted to kind of share some things that are on my mind today. This actually is a podcast episode. I'm going to upload it to Facebook as well. And in the podcast, we'll add a link to the Facebook post. I'd love to get your feedback on it. So, if you haven't noticed, on the podcast, I'm sharing more and more of my thoughts and stuff, not just interviews and tips and stuff like that. But, I just feel like I just had a birthday myself, so maybe there's a little bit of Yoda coming out of me. Like, I'm getting more wise and trying to think more about why I make these decisions, or why I do these things, and how to prevent myself. And so the problem is that sometimes we find joy in the struggle. And I think that that's okay if it improves us professionally. But some people, and I find this about myself, thrive in the chaos sometimes. Like, I feel like I like to overcome challenges and problems. So like a cat kind of batting a ball around because it's bored. Sometimes I find that I do that in my personal life or my business life. I'll go stir the pot up just so I have some problem to solve. And that, when I hear myself say that, it sounds freaking ridiculous, honestly. So, depending on where you are in your journey, if you're new or getting started, then it's okay to be out of balance. You have to be out of balance, because that's going to give you some scar tissue. It's going to tear those muscles. It's going to make you stronger and be able to overcome problems. If you're an experienced investor and you're batting the ball around because you're bored or because you feel like you need to stir the pot, that's probably a problem. Welcome to the club, by the way, but let's find a way to get out of that club. So that's what I got. Appreciate you guys. I'll add a link to the show down below. If you're not listening to our Real Estate Investing Secrets show, we've been doing this show. It's changed names and formats and stuff a few times, but 5.5 years. 5.5 years I've been doing this show. I'd love for you to subscribe to that and give us a positive review if you like the show. And of course, we have the other show now, the Investor Fuel Mastermind show. I'll add a link down in the comments for that too. I'd love for you to listen and subscribe. That's a new show. We've been just doing that for about 6 or 8 weeks now. And that one is really powerful. A lot of great guests on there sharing their information. So appreciate you guys a bunch. Hope you have a great day. Let me know in the comments down below in the Facebook post what your thoughts are on this. I'd love to hear back. I'd love to kind of solve some of my issues together with you. So have a great day. See you soon. Thanks for listening to today's show. There are 3 ways I can help you start or grow your real estate investing business. If you're a new investor and just getting started, the FlipNerd Investor Coaching Program is the most effective program in America. I've been coaching and mentoring new real estate investors for 10 years, and my students have literally purchased thousands and thousands of properties. Many of them started with little to no experience at all. Our program is a paint-by-numbers program where we tell you exactly what to do week by week to make sure that you don't get distracted on your way to results. We show you how to build a real business, not just create another job for yourself. New memberships are limited. You can learn more and apply or schedule a call with me and my team at flipnerd.com/coaching. If you're an experienced investor doing a minimum of 10 deals a year, up to 500 deals a year or more, or have a multi-million-dollar real estate portfolio already, you should check out our powerful Investor Fuel Real Estate Investor Mastermind. Over 100 of the nation's leading real estate investors are members, and it's not uncommon for our members to 2 to 5x their business just from getting around other members at Investor Fuel. At Investor Fuel, each of us are business advisors to one another's businesses, but we don't stop at business. We focus heavily on becoming better people and living fuller lives. If you're looking for fuel for your business or fuel for your life, please check out investorfuel.com. Applications and interviews are required, as most investors are not a fit for our community. Please learn more at investorfuel.com. If you're not ready for coaching or masterminds but eager to start learning more about investing, please join our private Facebook group by visiting flipnerd.com/Facebook. New members get access to free training from us right here at flipnerd.com, and it's a community to safely ask your questions. A great place to get started. Simply go to flipnerd.com/Facebook to request your access today.